I guess I had better go live. It says I have people waiting. Okay, hang on. The Flying Canuck. Send me a sticker. I'd be more than happy to. Actually, hey, my email is just going across the bottom there right now. Just email me your mailing address. If you think I have it, well, I don't know if I don't have it right handy that I can see anyways. Yeah, I think I was a little late popping in. And what's usually Nomadic Adventures comes on just before me, but he's, I think, on the road actually. So his live stream didn't happen, I guess. What kind of van you buying? I heard you were buying a new one. Well, always in the back of my mind, I'd like a different one. Same kind of unit I have that's kind of pre-built. I don't want to build anything. I am capable of building a van, but I don't really want to anymore. Maybe a wide body, something maybe a little newer. This is a 95. The engine is still breaking in. It's up in tow. You haven't missed anything yet. We just got started. I don't know whether there's actually, well, it says there's 3 in the house, so we just got started. Ronnie Braun is here. Look at that. We've got everybody. Check everybody out here. I'm going to paste the, send me an email and I will put I think actually, like, do you have stickers or not? Do you want to trade or you just want one? I think I actually have my mailing address on my videos in the description, but I also have my email. It's going across the bottom. You should be able to email me your address. I'll ship you one. No problem. And Ronnie Braun just in the house here, popped in. Says, okay, you'll send me an email. Good. Cool. I haven't done the mail thing for such a long time, like paper mail through the post office. And just to put a stamp on an envelope is like ridiculous. It costs so much money to mail out. Sometimes I'll have a handful of stickers going out, and it cost me more money for the stamps than it did for the stickers. And then streaming. Okay, there's the link if you want to come up on the panel. It should be posted somewhere there. You should be able to just click on it. Nomadic Vanman 1 at Gmail. That's correct. Yeah. Unfortunately, I tried to get without the 1 on the end, but somebody else has that email address. How dare they? They've got my email address. So I had to put the 1 on the back on the end. No big deal. Really, it costs you. Might as well save the money and have a beer. Yeah, or just thank the guy and say, well, yeah, you can't ask people for money for postage, but just tell them to buy you a beer and you'll ship them out a sticker. Oh, look who's here. Dave's in the house. Dave, Ghetto Van Adventures. Everybody that hasn't checked out Dave yet, do so. GVA, Ghetto Van Adventures. Yes, that was one of my things. Yes, thanks everybody for giving the happy birthday wishes. It was yesterday, but my live streams are usually on Sunday, and I just celebrate my birthday. I did nothing eventful happened. It just went by. It was another hot day, and just the day went by. I videoed a little bit. I might put out a video of some of the things I done, but it was so uneventful that it wasn't important at all. It was just a number, but then that day counts. Like the day before your birthday, does that matter? It's still 1 year minus a day, but usually happens right on your birthday. That's when you're a year older. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, it was another. I'm 69 now. One more, and I get the big 7-0. Kind of pleased with myself. I didn't think I'd make it this far. Knock on wood somewhere. I did pop up on a live stream on Friday because a subscriber of mine who is just in the next couple of cities down the highway, she purchased a diesel heater from me on my Amazon affiliate account. And she said, would you kindly install this? So we made an arrangement to install today, but she texted me and said she couldn't make it today, so make it next week. So I had put out a video, a live stream on Friday saying that I won't be coming on live stream today, but that fell through, so now I'm live stream anyway. Yeah, how is the diet coming? I guess I must have a pretty narrow wagon. I keep falling off the wagon. Hey, Kenny, Fordman, how you doing? I still like meat a lot, and my diet requires no meat. I'm not determined enough, I guess. Every year that I haven't died, yeah, another one goes by, and they go by so quick the older you get. I meet friends and they say, how you been the last 20 years? How you been? Oh, 5-minute chat and it's all over. We know what's happened. It's like you haven't seen somebody for 20 years and you can catch up on conversation in 5 minutes. Hey, and Kenneth is in the house. I saw the meeting with Marshall. It was quite the thing. He went out for Chinese food, I guess, eh? Yes, I encourage everyone to go to each other's channels and check it out. Or if you'd like the link posted, just ask one of the moderators to post a link for you, and you can make that available. We're into some heavy drinking today. I think it's warm. What's the weather like back east there, Dave? It's usually that's different weather from here to there, but the way it's been lately, it's been like a hot spell all the way across. I've missed in the chat that didn't get. You really haven't missed anything, my friend. You're actually right on time. We've been only on for 10 minutes. So, and usually my live streams are so, I don't know, boring, or there's usually not much happening. So, oh, I cannot send money here, hey? As no, not as I don't have a super chat. I'm not monetized. I do have, hang on, not just to encourage everyone. I mean, give me a break. But the only way I could try to ask for any kind of money is I do have a PayPal Me account. You can, it's scrolling across the bottom if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form. Uh, you can make a small donation through the PayPal Me account. I don't really want to push the monetization stuff. I am over 1,000 subscribers, but I'm only halfway to getting 4,000 hours. And the amount of videos that I have, even if you watch them all, would give me, I don't know, what would it give me? 10, 20 hours of watch time. And I need 200, I need 2,000 more. so it's, I have to start pumping out a lot more videos, one a day. If I could never do that anymore. I used to, but one a day is the only way to or have your popular in the first place. You have a some sort of a niche that people watch a lot of your videos. A lot of people watch them. So the chat that it didn't get tagged. Oh wow. Oh, thanks, Kenneth. Thank you very much. I was just saying, yeah, another one rolls by. Unfortunately, you can't help it. It's just when I look back and how fast it goes, though. Fall has arrived already, eh? Ooh, I hate that. I like fall. I love the beginning of fall. I just don't like how fast it gets into winter. And I love spring and late spring. Not so much summers and winters, especially where I'm at here. Summers are stifling hot, and winters are super cold. Um, that's why I'm going to Vancouver for winters. It's a little bit milder. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I do have some stuff. I have to get what's his name's address? Raymond from Jeepfoot. He made me a donation through PayPal, which puts in an address. And then when I went to ship him a sticker, it came back to me. There was no such address. So maybe that was an old address on there or something. Well, I know I could bump up my thumbnails. I could wear a thong and show my ass a little more. I wonder if that would work. I could really go for clickbait. I don't know if it matters playing it a few times. I don't know if that would help. Playing it once would help, but now even still, if you figure it out, how many? Let's just say on average, I don't know how. Do I have 300 videos? So 300 videos, average, well, I was going to say 10, but that's even too high. That's probably how much. But let's say average of 10 minutes a video, and you let them all run. So that's 3,000 watches. No, that's, I forget how to figure that out. It's not many hours of watch time hours. So even if you watch them all the way through, it's too bad I can't watch them myself. And because I do, I go back and watch a lot of my old ones, the very early ones, and see how funny I looked and what the topic was, and see if I've changed at all, see if my attitude has changed, or see if my goals have changed. And everything seems to be still on par. I'm the same guy now as I was back then, so my beliefs, anyways. I'll play and play. I'll play the list tonight. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Appreciate that very much. Uh, appreciate all the help I can get. I don't know about what that does when that puts you over the 4,000 watch hours. Like, does it always stay over? How can it go down? I'm afraid that there's going to be this point in my 1 year where there's been a lot of watches, and then once that point gets off the thing again, then I'll be below the 4,000. uh, uh, yeah, it's like in Medicine Hat here, the summer can be 40 above and the winter can be 40 below Celsius. So that's like 100 degrees Celsius change in weather in 365 days. So yeah, some live streams. It all depends on how many people you get in. If you have a lot of people popping into your live streams, man, does that ever help your watch hours? Because if you stay open or on for 1 hour and you grab the attention of people that want to stay for that full hour, well, let's say 10 people came in, you have 10 hours of watch time right there in one video. And then you might gather up a few more after the fact that watch it after. Maybe not the whole things. They might watch parts and pieces of, but it still goes up a little bit. But yeah, I have actually a couple of subscribers that they go about their daily chores, and then they do their daily chores, and then they just let the playlist run. No, I'm straight. Okay, I didn't know what the question was. Uh, you only want 1,000 friends for friendship. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If I have 1,000 subscribers, like, how come they're not watching my? How come that they're not sitting here watching my live stream? I mean, I know it's you can't live on YouTube, and they got other things to do than watch YouTube all the time. But I'm very surprised. That's why I love each and every one of you's here. You take the time out of your day to pop in and say hi. No matter how humble I am, it all means something to me. Yeah. Well, even here, I mean, you probably get that saying too. Like, the weather changes here so fast that wait 5 minutes. And I've had it anywhere from every season you could think of, all in one day. Like right from summer to winter to spring and fall, like all in one day. It just changed. Wet. It actually snowed. Then it was hot. and big hail. Here we have an interesting member. Love my drones. I don't know if I just went and watched one of yours lately or not. Ed, Ed. I forget where that was. You were saying no, beautiful place or something. Anyways, I did watch one. I have PayPal for my channel support if people want to give. If not, that's fine. Yeah, I have that on mine too. If people want to get, that's why I put that on there. Because I can't monetize. I've got 1,000 subscribers. I got that number covered. I just can't get the 4,000. That's a tough one for me. Because my videos aren't really that popular. People don't want to. I have to pick a certain niche and make my videos about that and stuff. But anyway, so it's hard to get to the 4,000. So in order to make any kind of, and I don't have a job or anything, so any kind of monies would be perfectly fine. I have a Teespring T-shirt site also. You can go and buy T-shirts. I've had a few subscribers buy T-shirts. Let me just see if I can put that banner up on there. Yeah, you can go and check that place out, that site out, and have a look anyway. If you're interested, go buy yourself a T-shirt. I don't know. Maybe on a lot of my videos, I say, yeah, go here, go there, do this, buy that. Please donate this and that. But I usually don't like to do that. I just, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I don't hold it against anyone. I'm not trying to become rich or anything like that from it. But Ed, what does Ed say here? Yeah. So the only way is to have merch if you can't monetize, and have like a PayPal account or something that might help. Ed saying hi to Mark. Yes. Check each other out, by the way, everybody. Love my drones. Hitch up and tow. Everybody's saying hi. Good deal. Good deal. Hitch up and tow is from across the pond. It's cheaper to come and say hi in the chat on the live streams than it is to send a letter across over here. So that's a good way. Yeah, right on. Just send me your mailing address, and I will be more than happy to send you out a sticker. Dave, Get a Van Adventure. I owe you a sticker, or I want to get you one. So I'm going to need your address. If you get some sort of address where you can pick up some mail, I'll send you a piece of plastic with some backing on it. Maybe you could stick it somewhere. I don't know. But if you want one, send me your mailing address. I wouldn't mind everybody to have one. Some people just don't want their mailing address to be known. That's why you go through the emails and don't show it. Joe cat. Joe cat. Right on. Looks like we have a nice, lively little crowd. Would be nice to have certain topics to talk about. But let me just see here. Let me just paste that in there again. There's a link there, you guys, if anybody wants to come up onto the. Oh, wait a minute. We got something going on here. Staying. Oh no, stroke. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I have a friend that just his wife just had a stroke. She's not doing too bad. She can walk around, and I didn't hear her talk. I don't know if her speech is affected or not, but uh, she uses kind of a little walker. She just had it, so she's walking pretty good actually. Sorry to hear that though. I used to have an Amazon affiliate account, and I love the diesel heater, and I've sold 30 diesel heaters through my Amazon affiliate account. And then when I went back to check on a few, I wasn't paid for them. As a matter of fact, Camper Van Attic, we talked on email back and forth. She says, "Can you find me a Canadian place where I can find one and ship it from Canada? It'll come in a couple of days." And I said, "Yeah, I've got one. Here, follow this link." So she went there, went to my Amazon affiliate account, ordered because I put that on my Amazon account now, and she ordered that and then got it in a couple of days. Then I went and looked, and I never got paid for it, my commission. So I contacted Amazon, and they said, "We believe that you are friends. We won't pay you any money for family and friends." And I said, "Well, what do you mean? I don't even know who this person is. Never met her before." There is no recourse. There's nothing that you can say or do to say, "Oops," for them to say, "Oops, I'm sorry. We'll forget. We'll give you your money." A multi-billion-dollar company can't even pay you a few dollars commission. So I took my Amazon affiliate account and deleted it. I don't want to have it anymore. So I don't have any affiliate accounts whatsoever. TubeBuddy, it's not really an affiliate account. You don't earn anything. But if you go to TubeBuddy/Nomadic Vanman, you can get the free version there. But it gives me a star or a checkbox or something if you use TubeBuddy. Uh, I don't even know what it would be like to be dating and living in a like dating. I know Eddie and Monica are a married couple. I know a few couples that live in a van, but dating would be a little different. It's like Chuck, Life of Chuck from Vancouver. I met him before he met his now live-in girlfriend, and he's sold his van and everything's right out of van life. But um, now he's saying how much better it is to be living in an apartment as opposed to van life. But when you're in van life, you don't feel that way. You feel the other way. Yeah, we don't know how long it takes for everything for your brain to start working differently. And yeah, I don't know if it's affected your hands or fingers or something. You keep doing the what do you call it? Going like this to your fingers and stuff or your feet. I don't know how they. You need physiotherapy works. You can't just say, "Oh, I know what to do." Go to physiotherapy. They can really help. Yeah, really, no kidding. Thank you all. So somewhere I try to keep track of everything. That's what happens when you. And now I'm a year older. I guess I can officially say it's the old age that's catching up. Oh well, I don't have it in there. Okay, I guess Mel Nomadic Adventure was on the road. He usually live streams just before me for an hour, and then comes and then they raid from there to here. So he must be still on the road, I think. Yeah, especially if you're into the what do you call it, flying the quads, where if you're flying like DJI, it's just you can just let go of the sticks and or you can fly other drones that do that too. They have GPS; they'll just hover for you. But yeah, if you're into the racing type drones, I can see where that would be affected. I can't do it anyway, and I don't have that particular problem. But I have this dyslexia. Or when you say turn hard right, I might turn left. I have to think about which my right is, and then I'll do it. I write with my right hand, so that's what I have to think about when you say right. I have to think of my writing hand. Then I know my right from my left. So when I was in the militia, the army there, they used to crack funny jokes because of that. So that but you gotta dust it off, or is it well worn? No, that's not weird. I mean, yeah, you're in a smaller space, yes, but I mean, yeah, no, I mean it can do whatever it wants to your your brain, telling you, hey, this is I like this. This feels outdoors. Um, yeah. Well, I had. Well, yeah. The older you get, the more things you get. See this thumb, how it can curve like that. Well, this one can't do that anymore. It can't go backwards like this, and I don't know what happened to it. So I went to the doctor, and he said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't. It just can't bend backwards like the other one, and it's kind of crooked. But so it's doing that. So if nothing was wrong, why is it like that? It's been like that for years now. But oh, hey, thanks, Mark. Don't be a bum. Smash that dumb. That's a good saying. And hey, if you're all not already, and you'd like to become a nomadic outlaw, it could be two requirements now. You have to be subscribed, and then send me your mailing address so I can get you out a sticker. And if you have a sticker and would like to trade one, wait till I mine gets to you. Or I have an address in the description down there below to my mailing address. Put one in there, and we'll trade stickers. Or if you just want one to put on your fridge or what have you, uh, yeah. As close as I get to FPV, I did buy a quad once, a small one. What was it called? Mantis, the Mantis. And like I said, the throttle is this thumb. And when I watch my friends that so much small movements, not like the DJI, well, I would always push forward on the left stick, thinking it's going to go forward, and I panic, and that's when it goes straight up. And now I don't know what to do, how to get out of that when it's going straight up. I just push the kill switch. Now it's got no power, and down she comes. Good thing it was on the grass, but it still blew the ECS. ECS is like 4-1. It blew that, so no more flying. I think I flew the thing twice or three times. got it off the ground maybe once, not for very far, a couple of feet. I'm just not. I do have a pair of goggles for the DJI Mavic Pro though. Um, I wonder what it was that I said that was so funny there. Anyway, I do have a pair of goggles for my Mavic Pro, and those are really nice, very nice. Although the Mavic Pro can't do flips and quick maneuvers like that, but at least I can see a lot better because the 10-inch tablet that I use, all I can see is a reflection of stuff behind me. Even if you put a shade over it, it's not light coming in from the side, it's light coming in from behind me. So what I do sometimes is put a towel over your head or a blanket, or I built a cardboard box with a little hole in it, slit. You put your eyes up to the slit, and then you could see that way. But it's just not very good. So this goggles really help a lot. Yeah, probably not a great trainer, but the problem thing was that it came out of the box with the problem, and because I don't fly those, I didn't really know it had a problem. My friend, we unboxed it together, and I said, "Will you fly it around? Because I don't know how to fly it." And so it lifted off the ground a little bit, and then it flew to one side and landed. And it wasn't discussed at that particular time, but what happens there is when you give it a little throttle, the forward right hand motor would like stop spinning for microsecond, and then it would spin again and stop and spin and stop. Like you couldn't, it was so fast that you could hardly see it, but fast enough that it would affect how the drone flew, and it would always go dive down to that side when that would quit. Yeah, yeah. So you couldn't really fly it very well. So if you give it a lot of throttle and a lot of whatever, it would keep up, and you could you know get it to go around. But so it had a problem right out of the box. So I ordered a new ESC, the 4-in-1, whatever you call that thing. I ordered one of those, put it on, and then like I said, I hit the button, flew it straight up, hit the kill switch, came down on the grass, but it blew that circuit board again. So I gave it to my friend. I just said, "Here, take the controller, take the goggles, take everything. Here, I don't even want it anymore." So I'm just a slow pilot. Yeah, you just get those telescopic selfie stick, and you can mimic a drone flying if you. Actually, I did that once. I have a video out. There is my drone footage. My drone's flying around. Then I come down like this and straight on my van. My van is there with the windows open. The driver's and the passenger windows are open. So I bring the drone up as far as I can. Well, the video goes in through the van, out the other side, and then up and around, and then parks lands in the parking lot. That was the video that I put out. But it was obviously trickery. I took the drone, uh, cutting and pasting. Got the drone, flew it up as close as I could get to the van window. I'm not going to fly my drone through there, not a Mavic. Then I took that away, and I put my little DJI Osmo Pocket on a long stick, and then I started from a little bit of his back and went through the vehicle, and then on the other side, like my friend passed it through, and on the other side, I grabbed the stick and flew out a little ways, and then took the drone and put it in the same position and flew around. So edited all together, looks like the drone just went through there. There's only one telltale sign is on the passenger side. I'm standing over on this side here waiting for the stick to come through, not realizing that in the video you can see me in the mirror of the van. I'm grabbing this stick. So for that few seconds, you can see me grab that stick. So nobody ever mentioned that though. But a lot of people said, "Oh, you'd fly through there. You're taking a big chance, big risk. I would never do that." Blah blah blah. And they didn't know it was like just trick video. Well, that was the thing. I tried the bad motor connection, so I contacted the company, Banggood. Contacted the company, and they suggested this is what I do. Instead of giving me another one, which cost like $40, they could just give me another one. They suggested I unwire like switch motors around, switch them, and see what happens. Well, I switched the motor wiring around. Sure enough, it went to that other one. So that meant that the problem was not the motor, not necessarily wiring either, but that the ECS was the problem because it was coming from the same spot, the front one, whatever number that would be, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So they determined that's what it was. And what did they do at that time? They gave me a smaller refund than it would be to purchase a new one of those. So I purchased one anyway and then got it shipped in. And it didn't have that problem. But like I said, I blew it. I flew it straight up, did the kill switch, and I killed it. I was the one that killed it. Yeah, that's that. I should do that more. You see, that's the thing on the DJI Mavics. You don't have to worry about it losing altitude or what have you. So you can just use one stick and go backwards and forwards and left and right, backwards and forwards and left and right. And then you can use the other stick and turn it around so that it's facing you, and then do the back and forth and left and right. And you'll feel the difference in one that's facing you. So it's a little harder when you have to keep the thing throttling all the time to keep it at a certain height so that you can do these maneuvers. You can go back and forth and left and right the same way, but you're going to be going up and down at the same time doing this because it's hard to, well, it would, for me, hard to keep the throttle at the right speed going so you can go back and forth, left and right. But yeah, and then you can get into flips and stuff. I've got friends here that keep bugging me about, yeah, if your drone falls out of the air, it's done for. And where quads, they're not made to crash, but they're easily fixable. I mean, you crash it, you break something, you just not necessarily put tape on, but carbon fiber, this and that, but new this, that, new whatever, new props, new this, it's fixed, ready to go again. Whereas mine, I think if it crashed from high up, well, that would be it. One time, it's probably done for. And if you're going over water, well, any drone over water, if it goes down, it's gone. It's in the water. I don't mind flying over water at all. I have no problems with that. Um, but yeah, I have been suggested a few times by a few people. Canadian Drone Hub, remember them guys? Um, Kim and Roger. Um, at that time, I think Roger wasn't flying anything, and he got into the DJI because they're a little easier. I don't know if he's got into any quads or not, whereas Kim does. He flies quads and things. You have to work a lot harder to get those stuck in trees. Okay, fill me in again here. I lost conversation. Uh, you have to work a lot harder to get those stuck in trees. Okay, you have to fill me in. What did I miss? What do you mean by those? Which ones are those? The Mavics, it's hard to get them stuck in trees, or hard to get the quads stuck in trees? I guess, yeah, if you're flying quads, the idea is in a quad to flip and dodge and do this. And where do you do that? Among the trees or the pylons or the wherever you're looking for trouble places to fly. Whereas the Mavics, you don't want to see those places. Whereas I'm the other way around. When I fly, I'm kind of a daredevil. I fly in places where I'm not supposed to. It was an accident. Timeout. Please forgive me. What did you do, Kenneth? What happened? Sorry, my bad. The Dyson's Crazy Adventure. The Are they coming on after me here in about 15 minutes? Is somebody coming on? Or I don't really know them. I don't know if it matters whether if you guys raid or not, if you want to just stay here. But okay, what was that? The Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Christina, right? Christina, I forgot the name. I'm not too good at names. That's why I have to read off the screen here. What time have you got there, Mark? What time of night is it for you? If you're looking for the kind of drones that I fly, yes, they are expensive. The kind of drones that JDS flies can be a little cheaper, and you can buy parts and pieces for. You can buy parts and pieces for my kind of drone too, but there again, even to buy just one battery for my drone costs $100 Canadian. $100 Canadian, and I happen to have, since I've been owning drones, I've had 3 DJI Mavic Pros. My first one, my fault. I think any drone problem is always human problem, not the drone's problem. So, especially the DJI ones, in my opinion, the DJI is the best drones in the world. They use OcuSync for flying distance-wise and stuff. They don't use Wi-Fi and things like that. Their communication is much better. So anyway, because I'm 69 years old, I forget what I'm talking about at times. So I lost my train of thought, and I am not an expert by any means whatsoever. Mark says it's 2046. It's 2:46, 1:46 here right now. Oh wow, she's getting close to bedtime. You'll be in tomorrow. You're living in the future there. FPV birds are, what's this? What does Ed got to say here? FPV birds are a lot less expensive. Yeah, the startup cost because you need all the stuff. But you buy a controller. Now you can buy kind of just about any. If you buy the right controller, you can buy just about any drone out there and match it with that controller. And then your goggles are going to be the same way. So if you buy different types of drones, they can all 1548. What the heck? Where are you? You're not Florida, are you? Somewhere 1548. Australia, someplace? What the heck? I didn't know you were that far away. Holy smokes. You guys are just about on the other side of the world there. Hey, well, if you got a lottery ticket, can I be your friend? Florida, that I didn't know for sure, but I just happened to be watching something on lotto winners on YouTube just the other night. 15, like the worst lotto, like they spent it all in no time at all and what have you. And some didn't want to spend it, but it just the way it worked out. But there was one guy that had all of his friends and family came out of the woodwork and wanted to borrow money, borrow money. Now he's over $1 million in debt because all the schemes that they told him to get into, now he's $1 million in debt now. But yeah, Something crawled inside my mouth. Don't know what it was. Oops, what did I type in there? Love my drones. Yeah, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Right on the East Coast. So far, so good. So let me just get rid of that banner that's picking my ass now for a little while. We don't need to have that flying in there. And, well, just to mention again, if anybody wants a sticker, one of my Nomadic Vanman stickers, please, by all means, email me your address and I will ship you one out. No problems whatsoever. I'd like it if you would like one. And drive around the country in a camper van and fly with drone friends. Yeah, that would be nice, eh? And I just started this life just so that I could. There's right behind the computer, opposite of you guys, is I'm sitting on the bed, but so right across from me is the two side doors, and you open those up, and a lot of times I opened it up, and there was the ocean. The, I'm in Vancouver, or someone on the Sunshine Coast, or I'm just in the forest somewhere, and I consider when I open those doors, that's my front yard for the day. So um, that's what my journey was, and to travel across Canada, which I've done twice now. It was all one time, but it like back and forth, but it was twice across Canada. They're on my tires. So, and then the virus hit, but I'd like to go back so that I could spend a lot more time, uh, like leave from Medicine Hat, which is about 3/4 of the way west as far as Canada is, but go to the East Coast, but take several months just to get there and back. Take the whole summer, because all you want to do is make sure you're back in Vancouver for the winter, because it doesn't get cold there. I used to take road trips all the time years ago. Yeah, and I was just here. They are the Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Right on. Christina is in the house. I thought, are you doing a live coming up here in the next little bit or something? I don't know how you. How did you know my live was on? Did Kenneth come over and say hi? He mentioned your name, anyways. And it's a day after my birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. I am now 69 years old and still kicking anyway. I have been to Quebec City. We went there and the surrounding country in a VW bus. Oh, cool. I have a friend here now that even wants a VW bus, fully windowed one. And Prince Edward Island, in my opinion, the smallest Canadian province there we have, and it's one of the most beautiful. It's got BC just very close first, I'll tell you. It's where you are at the time that makes it. But the winter is all the way from the East Coast right to the West Coast is can be not so good. Well, thank you, Ed. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And Red-Headed Riding Hoods. Red, Did Marshall make it back to his live? I guess he was on the road. I don't know if he made it or what happened there, but everybody's saying happy birthday. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Red. It's a good thing. Maybe you might want to have more of those just because people say happy birthday, but you don't want the numbers to go up. Oh, you couldn't see the text or something for some reason. Eh? Okay. I don't know if that was my end. I don't think so, though. Anyways. And let's just see here. What have I got down? I was going to try to do something, but I couldn't. I guess I can't figure it out. Happy birthday. Thanks, Christina. Thank you very much. Love my drones. What's this here? Yeah, I guess it all depends on where you're from. Um, there's different kinds of winter across Canada. There's the prairie winters. Then there's the far east winters, which are different, like maybe not as cold, but massive amounts of snow compared to the rest of the country. Although you can get huge amounts of snow all across. But Vancouver rarely gets like 0 degrees. It gets cold, but I mean, not as cold as the rest of the. I think it's how Canada dips down there. Uh, the west coast being so low down there. Oh, you're fixed, are you? Branson meetup. Too bad I couldn't make any of those. I mean, I guess if you're near one, you could be near them all. Well, it must be. What's his name? Marshall must be close to where his home base, wherever he's trying to get back to. Pineapple Express. That's the thing. You can go when you're in Vancouver. You can go to, like, let's say, uh, you can. There's paths where you can go out into the woods, walking in the woods. Capilano Bridge. You can go walking through there. So when you're out there walking in January, February, when you think it's really cold on the prairies, like 40 below, it's still green in the forest. It's like the air is nice and warm. You got all these Boston ferns, nice and green, lush uh, ground, more damp than there's no snow in there. There's no snow usually in Vancouver anyway. It For the 3 years that I've been going to Vancouver, it did snow every year. It'll start snowing, and it'll snow overnight. Maybe the next day, the snow will stay. Might stay for 2 or 3 days, and then it go away. And then it might snow again for 2 or 3 days, 2 times, like maybe like that, and then that's it. So, but anything that gets a little bit of snow, the pile up on the roads, everything shuts down there. Like the stores don't. There's no movement. It's totally amazing. Like it has to snow pretty good in Medicine Hat for businesses to shut down and streets to shut down. Very rare does that ever happen. People plow through there no matter what. So Yeah, yeah, fix till you're broke again. Well, that's the thing when you're living in a van or living in a vehicle, you're gonna have breakdowns. That's all there in. The same as you have breakdowns in a sticks and bricks house too. I mean, your furnace could go, your hot water heater could go, your water piping could go. Um, that's why I guess if you live in a van, you should have some funds set aside so that if something serious happens, you can. Oh yeah, I got my banner going across the bottom there. My Teespring T-shirts, and I got 2 T-shirts and 1 hoodie. I'm gonna have more stuff there, like mugs, whatever Teespring offers, because it's a free site. I'll go and make some more, but I need some more uh, ideas and things on what I'm going to put on there. I've got like Nomadic Vanman and Nomadic Outlaw, and my logo. So go there and have a look, guys, if you're interested. I'll just go have a look anyway, just to see what you like. Sounds beautiful. Love my drones. What's I got to say here? Okay, I did not know that. Okay. Oh, cool. Very interesting. Oh, okay. That's what happened. Something happened there. You timed out that with your wrench. Okay. I think you're still a moderator here, are you not, Kenneth? You should be. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I only have. You're the only moderator in there. It's not that I really care, but add add moderator. There we go. I got another one. Red. I made you a moderator so you can. I know you post things and stuff every now and again, so I appreciate your help. Oh, we got other. What's going on here? I'm missing something. Yeah, that's a funny thing. When I first go to Vancouver and it's snowing, and I could see the hill, a little bit of a hill, and some guy is, spinning, all trying to get all the way up the hill, and it's ice, but he's spinning right down, burning his way all the way down to the pavement, all the way, but he can't move, or not very slowly. So I just walked over and knocked on his window, and I said, "Whoa, stop the vehicle!" I said, "Put it in first gear, and just take your foot off the gas, and just kind of let it do its thing. And if it still won't go a little bit, just give it a little bit of gas. Don't just let it pull itself away." So he did that, and away he went up the hill, no problem. Like, I guess he thought he had to spin his way all the way down to the pavement. Okay, needed an oil change. That's one thing I do is a regular oil change on this thing all the time, whether it needs it or not. I just look at the color of the oil, and if I don't like it, I mean, an oil change is like you wait till it gets on sale, and it's like, I don't know, 25, $30. You can buy it cheaper than that. One time I bought a 5 liter. I bought a 5 liter thing and something else, and I put this on the counter, and I was happened to be talking with the lady, and she said X amount of dollars. I wasn't thinking about the money at all. I just tapped my card, and then I walked out, and I looked at my bill. She forgot to put in the price of my oil. So I mean, they snooze, they lose. I wasn't going to go back and say, "Oh, you missed my oil. You're sorry." Yeah. Well, I've noticed when you're in Vancouver, though, mold and moss and stuff grows on outside surfaces of things, like if, the outside of your van on the roof or cracks and stuff. If you leave it sit for too long or don't wash it, you'll get mold and mildew and stuff growing. Well, there we go. The moderators are posting away. Thank you very much. Ghetto Van Adventure Dave. I have a 1995 Galaxy or Classic Supreme Dodge 318 engine. My opinion only is one of the best engines ever built. 318, a 350, um, and still, my mileage is I've never really tested it, but it's probably, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 in there somewhere. It's not very much. Um, I used to sell these pills in a pyramid group thing where a pill that you would put in your gas tank and it would give you 14% better mileage. And I've been using that in this engine ever since I've owned it. So if I'm getting 14% better mileage, well, that might not seem like a lot, but when you go across Canada twice, it does add up. It's a few $100, like it saved me. So, and I know that this pill works because I had a different vehicle before and I calculated every mileage, everything to see what was going on. Ah, oh, yeah, they're always the same time. Um, every they're on at the same time every week. So I mean, I don't mind myself if what is there 8 in the house here. I don't mind if everybody would like to go and rate. I don't know them. I am subscribed to them. I don't know them, but they don't probably know me either. They don't come to my videos or anything. So I did last week. I don't know. Well, let just I don't know. If, let it ride. We'll see what happens with my numbers here. If people want to go over and say hi, no problem. I'm not one of those that care so much. Just that for me, my personal use, the longer I can keep you here, the better. For uh, uh, my watch hour count. And Dave, I did video. I'd forgotten where you got those popcorn chicken, little popcorn chicken things, and I messed up a couple of times. First of all, I'd forgotten where you got those from, whether it was like McDonald's or Wendy's or something. So I start videoing myself, and I can't go through drive-throughs with this thing like you can. So I had to go in. So I go in and videoing, ordering the popcorn chicken, and then I get out to the van and I notice that these aren't quite the same as yours were there. So I thought, what the heck? And I forgot about the price. So then I went to the next place, and finally I got to um, Burger King. Was it Burger King? Yeah, that has and I ordered those things, and yeah, they are small. They're little. I got the uh, spicy ones. So, and I didn't realize about the price. Camper Van Attic is in the house. Hello. There's my next week. She's going to be here for do her diesel heater and get that going. I think she wants to get this done before I go away. But you're not going to be sleeping in it that much this winter. But I guess it's nice if it's in there. Uh, he's going to go on later, I guess. Eh? Okay. Yeah, he might. I don't know if he will pop in here and say hi, and then he's going to go live, or just we have to watch and wait. If anybody notices when he goes live, let me know, and we'll go over there and see what he's up to. Camper Fanatic is saying hi to everybody. You're still watching the kids. Taking a few minutes. Everybody saying hi, and oh yeah, happy birthday! Right on. Thank you very much. Another one goes by. Boondock with Charlie is here. Hi, folk. How you doing there, Charlie, my main friend? Been following along on your journeys there? Looks like you're doing good. And your little sparrow friend. Now that's amazing. He comes right in. He knows where the food. I got a friend here too, a mouse. Last night I got a mouse, and I could hear him chewing on this bag here. So I got a couple of traps. I got up, I set the traps, and I'm laying in bed, and I hear one go bang, snap. It went off, and I thought, oh, good, I finally caught him. So I just left it there, and in the morning I get up and I look over there, and there's nothing in it. Then I look over at the bag where he was chewing. It's all chewed up there. Oops, I have a notification of some sort. And so I put the traps over there. Hopefully tonight I'll catch him. He's probably sleeping in here somewhere. As long as they don't come up and bite you on the throat. That's all that bothers me. Hey, everybody's saying hello. Thank you. Camper Fanatic, you got your T-shirt. I hope it's a good quality T-shirt. And Marshall ordered a T-shirt. He got his. He wore it on his last video, which I watched. He even promoted it. Said, "Hey, here's a Nomadic Vanman T-shirt." You got the same one you did with the logo on there. And Dave is saying Burger King. Yeah, I finally did go to Burger King, ordered them. Forgot to order the pricing or anything else. Just so I don't even know if I'm going to make a video of it. I might have to redo that or something. But I did make a video of it though. So yes, check out each other's links if somebody wants to post them. You used to be able to click on the three little dots at the end and then go to that person's channel and then sign up or whatever you wanted to do. But now you can't. They took that away from you. Can't even do that. Camper Fanatic is saying yes. And Red is saying hello to Charlie. Yes, hello. And Dave, I think you're all subscribed to everybody here. You know everybody. Yeah, I know. Yeah, a little chewing mouse. And just when you're trying to get to sleep, then you can hear him chewing on something. Otherwise, he's really quiet. And you if you any movement, he's quiet, or you can't turn the lights on. They're gone. So the only thing you can do is put traps down. Hopefully, you catch him. Now I know they can't stand the heat. If it was 40 above in here, he would roast. Because I took out my window one time, took it out, took it all apart, and there was a couple of really tiny dried up mice from probably years ago. But any tiniest little hole in these things, and you park where a mouse can crawl up your wheel and find a hole to get in. I thought I sealed up every nook and cranny in this thing, but it doesn't take much, just a crack, and they can get in. What's this here? Who says they'll never make 69? Yeah. Well, not every morning, but a lot of mornings I'll get up and I'll thank the Lord that I actually opened my eyes, a new day. I was thinking about getting something. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I do know how to look after animals. As a matter of fact, I love animals, but I guess you got to watch at first so that they don't run away. Make sure that they know where home is before you actually let them go outside without a leash. There you go, Dave. You have a great subscriber there. I have to start thinking about new designs for the T-shirt too. So I might put something with Sunday Funday on some, or maybe just I don't know if people want to know that it's Nomadic Vanman T-shirt with the big logo. Not too sure about that, but it's a cat. Yeah, I don't mind cats. I don't mind dogs, but in my opinion, a poor dog needs a place to run. Uh, Van is just yeah, vampire mice. I hope they don't jump on my throat in the night. Go for the jugular, you know. So, oh, Camper Van Attic has posted. She's also a uh, moderator, so I do have a couple here. Thank you very much for posting. I appreciate each and every one of you. Uh, Never give up. That's right. Never, 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 never give up. What does Red have to say here? If I had a cat, yeah, he would look after the mouse problems. That's for sure. But I think I'd want to. Well, I'm not too sure about kittens, but I'd probably want to start off with a kitten and have it kind of grow up in this environment. But yeah, I would probably keep the mice down. That's for sure. Didn't you? Okay, Camper. I have a couple of questions. Maybe you don't want to answer them, but did you take all your videos off your channel? I don't see them on there. Or I haven't gone there lately, but it looks like it's totally abandoned or barren. What happened? So I've never owned a. Yes, I have owned a cat. Not for mouse problems, but if you get a cat and you have a mouse problem, would the mice actually leave, or do they just tolerate the cat until they get caught? Like, or do they say, "Well, I can't be living here. There's a cat here," and they find their way out, or do they just uh, stick around until the cat gonna get them? Oh yeah, if you got allergies, that's for sure. Unless you get one of those skin or hairless ones, a hairless cat. My niece has a hairless guinea pig, two of them. What is the name of the popular German mouse who launched a supermarket? What is the name of a popular German mouse who lost who launched a supermarket? Hmm, not too sure on that one. What's this here? Winston Churchill. Oh, thanks, Charlie. My I think it's scrolling across the bottom right now, the Teespring t-shirts. I've got a couple more ideas too. I only got 2 t-shirts and 1 hoodie at the moment. But when you're not monetized, you can't get monetized for another year yet. Um, any kind of little bit of income that senior citizen can make helps me out a lot. And when people do donate stuff like that, man, it sure makes me feel humble. Like I just like don't understand how someone who is in the same boat I am, sort of, can donate their hard-earned money. I need to start offering something a little bit better. What happens when I'm going to try to make a Patreon account and put up videos on there that are not available on YouTube? I'm going to have to start figuring something out. Yeah, really, in dog years. Well, yesterday was my birthday, 69, and today is a day over. I don't feel any different today than I did yesterday. So I'm 69 years in one day. I don't feel any different. And I never felt any different the day before my birthday, so I don't know. Yeah, yeah, they probably do. I don't know. But yeah, some pets are just, you have to pick and choose. Yeah, yeah, that's the way. There you go. That was meant for Ed there. Love my drones. Ronnie Braun. Ronnie Braun is back in the house. A ferret. Yeah, a ferret's kind of a nice little animal to keep. And then, okay, here we got Paul. Evening all. Wakey. There we got a couple more people in here from a long ways away from me. It doesn't bother leaders coming and getting ones. They're all ready. I found if we get one. Yeah. Well, Gina has 5 cats, I think she has. Like, wise and powerful, yeah. Just like Yoda, no problem. Uh, Ronnie Braun. What's those? Is it a weasel? No. What? Mink. There's a guy on YouTube that trains mink to go and get rats and stuff out of farmers where they got nests of them. Cheers, mate. I must apologize. I haven't been making my rounds myself. And I'm trying to discover. What I've done was up on the top left hand corner, right hand corner, there's a bell or something you can press, which gives you, or some icon you can press for notified when somebody had put out a video. That's the only way that I can figure out when somebody had put out a new video and new live streams coming out. Otherwise, I just happen to miss them all the time. Wow, she's getting a little windy, and you guys probably hear the rattle up top. That's my air vent up top there that's rattling. If you were just wondering what the noise is all about. Let me try to catch up with all the comments. I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, now this little mouse that I've got living in here, he's probably sleeping now. But yeah, well, I don't know. On TV, I don't know what I look like, or on the internet. But my close friends here, they say I don't look like my age, but I don't know. I don't feel that old either, but I'm not saying that I'm supposed to feel young. Yeah, I'll bet people would be turning their monitors off so fast. Oh, right on. We're into double digits. Eggs and bacon. Yeah, they're supposed to be vicious little animals, but this guy has them trained to hunt out. He puts them in the hole wherever he goes in and comes out with a rat. Kenneth is still in the background watching, listening to what's going on. Oh wow, I'm really behind in the chat window. Yeah, Gina's a nice lady. She's got 5 cats in her van there. She puts them on a. They're never really outside. They're in some sort of mesh tubing, and then they have a little house at the end where they go and they just if they want to go outside. Yeah, well, they got sharp little teeth and they're fast, man. They are, eh? Okay, same familia. Oh, I have sciatic, no, not sciatica. Something wrong with my hips. All right, Mark. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow. Must be close to midnight there for you. Bye, Hitch. Everybody's saying goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you for popping in. Mike McReynolds, right on. Hey, Mike, everybody's saying hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Mike. Mike McReynolds. Good evening, Red. Talk to you later. All right. I think I got to the bottom of the comments at least. If I missed anybody or missed what they were saying, Mike says hi. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. That's what happens when you got bifocals. The camera's up there, and what I'm reading is down here, and I'm trying to look out. It looks like I'm looking up there, and but I'm really looking down here. Just for Ed. Right on. Thanks, Wakey. Paul. Wakey RC is a moderator, and if you got any questions, don't hesitate, guys, to get a hold of either Red or Paul or uh, Kenneth is in the house still. Camper Van Attic, um, like Ford Man. You can ask him any questions you like. I'm just, I guess, a bad host. Hard enough for me to keep up with the comments, let alone. Seamus, so where are you right now, Seamus? East Vancouver, West Vancouver, North Vancouver, Vancouver, Burnaby, not Surrey. We don't go to Surrey when we're in the Vancouver area there. I'm getting kind of leery about Vancouver itself, where to stay. I used to know a lot of nice places in Vancouver to stay. What about Trout Lake, the community center? Can you go there and shower? That used to be a beautiful place to shower, free shower. Now that everything's opening, I wonder if you can do that now. How come you have not been flying? Oh, is that the one at the Ambleside? Have you ever been over Trout Lake area over there to see if their community or any community centers open for showers like they used to be, or are they still closed? Because I don't mind taking a shower at a community center. That was especially the Trout Lake one, where the wheelchair guy goes. You just turn hot or cold on independently and get a nice shower. Man, good, cool, beautiful. I know they took parking away at Trout Lake, especially in the parking lot overnight. But you used to be able to park right on Victoria overnight. So, but now that with the laws in Vancouver, I don't know if they changed that there now. There used to be a place where Eddie and Monica and I and Ed and we used to stay at Milano's Coffee, right across the street from Milano's Coffee. And okay, wait a minute. I'm sort of behind. I had a stroke. Just haven't felt like it. Yeah, he was telling us about his stroke there, head stroke. Yeah. Dancing at the park, Commercial Avenue. Oh, okay. Milano Coffee. I don't know if you know where that is, but there is a park right there. We used to park right at that park. Half of the street has meters, and then on the other side of the street there's meters. But Eddie went back there and he said, where we used to park, it's all metered there now. They just filled it all up with meters. So yeah, just keep things moving there, Ed. Your brain will start figuring out that hey, this is the way to do it. Can't do it the old way anymore. Oh wow. Well, thank God it was a mild one. You're only in for a couple of days. That's pretty good. Yeah, Milano's coffee place. Then there's a park right across the street from it where we used to park all the time. Stay there for 2 or 3 days sometimes. Yeah. Yes, not fun at all. Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah, well, especially that one street there. What Slow Can, where they were parked on the by the Rona there. The Slow Can. Um, what's his name? Chuck would park right on that area there a couple of times before all this, like last year maybe. But I mean, yeah. See, I don't like them guys there either. Like that, those kind of van dwellers that just park and set up camp and that's it. Love my drones. Thank you very much, he's saying. And so you think so? You think there's too many people doing the van life now? Uh, because of why? Would that be because of the virus or because of cost of living? Like Vancouver is the highest cost of living city in Canada. And it doesn't seem to ever want to go down. It won't go down. And yet you still can find, every once in a while, you can find some good places to go, but it's pretty hard. Well, Alberta is the only province that has one tax, the provincial tax or the federal tax. All other provinces have provincial tax. Some of them have three taxes. Most of them have two taxes. And even when I go to Vancouver and I order something, I'm an Alberta resident, but when I order something through Amazon and have it shipped to Vancouver, I have to pay both taxes. That's why I try to buy everything I possibly can while I'm here in Alberta. Is I only have to pay the one tax. Okay, we got what's this here? Oh, is that right? Another fire recently, or is that when I was there? Camper Van Attic. What does she say? Yeah, right. Yeah, probably won't matter if you're stealth or not. I guess it all depends on how you look at what stealth means to you. I don't think that there's any such thing as stealth. Uh, as far as a thief goes, as far as maybe ticketing and stuff like that, I don't know. But as far as a thief goes, a van is a van is a van. I don't care if it's stealth looking or if it looks like somebody's living in it. It's just something that is not seen is behind the walls. There might be something there, and that's all that matters. And their idea is again, I don't. I would love it if if I could deter somebody from breaking my window in the first place, because I could be sleeping in here, they could break my window or pop the door, and I could say boo, and they could run away. But now I'm broken into, and I've got to pay the money to get that fixed. And I can't have a weapon, I can't have a gun to shoot the guy. They probably wouldn't be reasonable grounds, as this is my home. I'm protecting my home. Um, I mean, I can't even buy bear spray to protect your home. You can't do that. I guess you could until you get caught. It's nice to have it on your hip and say, "Here, I have bear spray," but you can't do that for that reason. I went to Cabela's once and asked them, "Can I buy some bear spray? What do you want to use it for?" And I said, "Well, protection." "Well, sorry, we can't sell you any." So now they can't sell you any. Well, see there again, it's very, very, very cheap in what way? Like I don't know if you've watched Chuck's latest one. Like he's back into um, uh, apartment life, and he's criticizing the van life again. And when he was in the van life, he was saying how wonderful it is and how cheap it is and how this and that. But now that he's back in the other life, it's changing. He thinks van life is not so good anymore, and it all depends. He thinks it's too expensive, where it costs X amount of dollars for an apartment for rent, from where he is staying there. But it all depends on how you deal with it. Is going to make it expensive for you or not. I don't have any utilities to pay. I have gasoline to pay. I consider that my rent. The least amount I move around, the cheaper the rent is for me. The more I move around, my rent goes up. Breakdowns, hopefully, are far and few between. They're going to happen no matter what to anybody, whether you're living in a sticks and bricks house or not. Breakdowns are going to happen. And as far as if you want to nitpick, as far as showers and water and toilets go, well, I can dispute every one of those. Toilets are everywhere. I have a toilet in my unit. I never use it, but toilet you can find everywhere. Shower, on the other hand, because of COVID, was bad, but only because of COVID. I still had a shower though. Right here, right now, a YMCA is open. It cost me $6 a month. I can shower all day long, every day if I want to. Um, as far as getting water, you soon you soon learn where you can get water from. Um, so, in my opinion, it's not a big chore at all, and that's because I'm still living in the van. And if I was ever to move out and move into an apartment, your mind is going to change. Where you can say, "Well, how did I manage to live in a van?" For one thing, you've got to like this lifestyle. You've got to like being able to see from the front to the back of your unit how much space you've got to actually live in. But if you take your body and you stand up and you're using up 1 square foot of space, 1 cubical foot of space. Now you're using up that much space in a house. So you can be in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your dining room, in the bathroom, all these different places, yes, but you're still only using up 1 square foot of space no matter where you are. So I mean, you can have an apartment, a huge house, and have all that luxury. And if you don't like tiny places, well, then it's not a good idea to get into that in the first place. You can't buy bear spray out there, eh? You can here at Cabela's, but you have to be using it for bear spray, not for people spray. uh, you could make your own spray out of some kind of vinegar or something that might deter. But that's like what I was saying anyway. Somebody breaks into your place. Yeah, somebody breaks into your place and you scare them away or you spray them with bear spray. Well, the damage is still done though. That's the problem. I don't want even the damage to start. I think any kind of spray would, what do you call it, bleach spray or starch, any kind of that would uh, deteriorate your eyes, no problem. Uh, when I could not see me eating in my sub in my van. Oh wow, what the heck? Oh really? Well, camper van, you don't want to have somebody like even the police just walk open and open your doors on your sliding door without knocking. Just open the doors. Ask Seamus about that. He'll tell you. I mean, what the heck? This is your house. Your home. They don't know that, but it's a private property. You can't just come walking along and open someone's door. I think the police think they can. You just got to get started there, camper. DC converter so that the door handle. Remember to wear rubber gloves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 40 years ago, I wired up a vehicle with the electric on the handle, so when you grab the handle, you get a shock. Found out real quick that that was illegal. Not supposed to do that. Yeah. The only thing I don't like with camper life is not necessarily finding places to park, but when you do go out and you go to camping sites where there's camping, you have to pay. Like, you pay that much for an apartment to sit there and watch TV. You pay 20, 30, $40 a day like just to sit there. So why would you buy a trailer that's like a one bedroom apartment, small one bedroom apartment, and then tow it out to some place and pay the same amount of money and live out in kind of could be miserable with other people around and bugs and insects and uh, yikes. Yeah, we need more cameras on the police, on the cops. Keep them in tune. Yeah. Oh, good. Somebody agrees with me. I did say something good, I think, for once. So let me see. I was supposed to. Today was a day. No, I'm not supposed to meet anybody. I have got to do um, editing. I'm going through one of those slumps again. I can't even get out and video anything. Um, when you're from a city and you've been everywhere, there's no place like new and fresh to go. So you can't see the value in what other people would like to see that have never been here. So like I can't go to the park and video the park because to me that's boring. So when you go to another city, then you got, oh, look at this. This is new. That's beautiful. Yeah, well, you have to when you start though, you have to be able to do it. I would say if you're going to do van life, you want to make it so that you don't have any payments that you can help it. Any payments of any kind that are going out. Uh, Income is a different story. Either if you need an income because you're going to have to pay gas and stuff. So yeah, you have to balance your input with your output. Now, owning a house is not necessarily the way to go either, um, as opposed to renting. I have friends that have rented houses all their life and they don't even want to buy a house. They think that's not the way to go. And then some buyers, they'll buy a house, and if they can afford it, they'll buy another house, and then they'll rent out the other one so that it sort of pays for itself. Uh, but anything goes wrong, you're liable for it. So anyway, it's home is where you make it. I have a sign up there. Home is where you make it, and home is where you park it. It all depends. That's my home. Yeah, I was in debt for quite a long time, and then all I got out of debt and said I'm never going back in debt, and then I was out of debt for ever since. So anything I bought, I always paid cash for it right away. My brand new half-ton truck that I bought was it had less than a mile on the speedometer, so it was brand spanking new. I paid fully cash for that thing, or one check. Here, take my money. Um, and then it seemed to me like once I paid for it, it was all over with. It's all done and paid for. It's gone. Now I can either take that money that I would have made payments on that truck and put that into a bank account and try to raise a little bit of interest on that. I haven't had too many instances with the police yet, so we're good to go there. I think Canada wanted to be the first country in the world to go moneyless and just use, like, ever since the virus came, I don't use cash anymore. So when I walk into the laundromat, yeah, they have an ATM there, and it costs you $3 to take your money out. It costs you $3 to use it. Like, I like to be as cheap as I could possibly get. I don't want to spend money for stuff. Like when you go out camping, you can't even go camping to Elkwater or Reeser Lake or out to these places that are nice because it costs you money, 20 some dollars a night to stay overnight. And then checkout is 2 in the afternoon. Like, what? I don't want to pay any money. I'm too cheap. Or frugal, or whatever you want to call it, what you will. I just don't like it. Yeah, right on. Nice to have a paper mortgage burning company, our party, uh, burn your mortgage thing. Yeah, yeah. There you go. 15 years. You rented. Yeah, really. Well, that's the thing when you're a landlord, you're fighting with the tenants because you think they want to water the lawn and look after the garden and do this and do that with the property. They just want to live in there. Well, I mean, you will find the ones that are nice. Don't get me wrong, but there are ones that are just looking for a place to stay. They don't care about, especially if it's a house with yard work to be done and things like that. Even if it's an apartment, maybe the thing needs to be painted or I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Finally out of debt. Yeah, that's a nice thing. At least usually houses they go up in value all the time, so usually you can sell them for more than you paid for them, which is nice. And some are quick turnover things too. You can make a few dollars just within a few months. I know some friends that do that. What are they called? They just turn over properties. That's they have a home which they stay and live in. They just buy and sell other properties, fix them up, or if no fixing, or just because they got it cheap, they could turn around and sell it for more. Even if they make just a few $1,000s, it's just to turn them over. Yeah, it's hard to get completely out of debt. Um, I'm fortunate. I'm lucky. I don't have any mortgage payments. I don't have a house. I don't. I own this vehicle outright. Um, my insurance on this vehicle is $25 a month, 25 Canadian dollars per month for my insurance, which is nothing. What is that? $300, $250 a month, a year for. That's what happened to my dad one time. He had a trailer, and you take the wheels off and then you park it there and it's on the property. And he had its renters, and then those renters moved, and they had a couple more other ones. And then when those ones moved out, they just trashed the place when they just before they left. So, yeah, I had to go in and video the whole thing. And it's pretty hot here. I don't know about, it might be a little muggy, but it's pretty hot here today. Yeah, flipping the properties. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm just laying in here sleeping because it's so hot, you got nothing else to do. And I get up and it's just soaked where I was laying. Yeah. And sometimes if you're lucky and you get the right tenants, and let's say you do need a paint job on the inside, uh, and the tenants come up to you and say, "Hey, tell you what, knock a few dollars off the rent this month, and supply us some paint, and we'll paint the place for you." And sometimes, sometimes that'll help. It helps both that way. Uh, I mean, sure, as a renter, you don't get much money that month, but at least you get the place painted. Um, as best as painting is pretty hard to screw up. So it's not like doing hardwood flooring or something. Oh yeah, I would do more than double. So BC, they pay $100. I'm not, pretty hard to find one under $100 to a month to insure in BC. That's another reason I want to keep my Alberta residence, is so that my plates are Alberta, and I just pay that cheap amount. And I finally caught up to all of the texts again. Well, guys, it's coming on 2 hours already, and there is now 7 in the house. So maybe we should call this Sunday Funday a good one in 2 more minutes. I have been, what's this? Close to military police for a few years in my job. They have big heads. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. All of them? He says, all of them? Paul says, all of them? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, all of them. I think you're, although in this small city here, I had a friend of mine that grew up with him. He became a policeman. He never ever gave me a ticket. He saw me doing illegal things at times growing up when he's going through. But then somebody asked him one time. He says, "How come you don't give that guy a ticket?" Something trivial or something. And then he said, "Well, once my career is over, I have to live in this town. So, which means after he retires, he's got to live there, and he doesn't want to be hated by, uh, especially his friends and stuff. So he'd let some guys go." All right, Red, thank you for popping in, sharing your time with us. Your stories, it was all great. Nice, thanks having you, and thanks for doing your moderation job there for me. That was great. Appreciate you very much. I did get to pop into your lives there. Sometimes I don't talk too much, but I am there. So, anyways, thanks for the happy birthday wishes, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, I'm going to shut her down. It's been two nice hours. At least I've been able to. I must have been able to entertain a couple of you. You stayed for that long of time, and there was somebody. Raymond isn't in the house. I sent him a sticker, but it keeps coming back to me. So I've got his address wrong. I guess I have to get an Anybody would like a sticker, please. My email is down below. Send me your mailing address. I want to send you out a sticker. I got one for you. It's got your name on it. All you got to do is give me your address. I can't find that in the phone book. So, right on, Paul. You guys have a great week also. Fantastic. Nice to see you all here. And thank you all for popping in. Mike Reynolds, thank you. Red, thank you. And share your Cinderella. Yeah, my Rindercella story. Those are kind of in my brain, I think. Once I get going, I can't tell those stories in a straight fashion. I would stumble on my words. Or you could play that video. That would be a good thing. Have me as a guest and then play that video. Then I can't screw up. Okay, guys, I am off. Thank you guys for all popping in. Here again, stay awesome, stay nomadic, and stay nomadic outlaws, my friend. Or all my friends. Thank you very much.